afraid. To wipe away, wipe, 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 wipe away the taste of your machination. Too bad machination. Too bad machination.
That's like an injection. An injection of funk.
An injection of a good time.
Funky ska, funky reggae kind of.
Ska. I don't think the world really knows what ska is.
Ska was the precursor to reggae.
Yeah, I love it.
That's how it was always explained to me. And that group was doing it before they even became popular.
Yeah.
That was Doug and the Slugs from the early 80s. A group out of Vancouver. Love the Slugs from their album Cognac and Bologna.
Oh, man, what a combo.
One of my favorite. I always said, and a lot of the songs that we're going to be using for our intros and outros and themes and end of show are going to be songs that I always said when I was a kid. If I ever had a radio show, I'm playing these songs.
Yeah.
And because I had my fictitious radio WJBH when I was a kid. Yeah.
Guess what? Dreams do come true.
That's right. And you know
and
what?
Now we're here.
This is a dream come true. And welcome to our dream. This is Inside Dr. Herman's Head. This is Dr. Jan Herman here every Sunday night from 7 to 8 with my buddy Biggshow.
What's up?
How's it going, Greg?
It's going, man.
It's been an interesting week, to say the least.
Yeah, how about it?
I have a few things that actually you have a few things to touch on the week's events, and I want to get to them pretty soon. I just want to mention one thing. I'm fed up with almonds.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you just had it with them. You're just done.
I'm really there. You know, when you're trying to either lose weight or get in better shape or whatever, you read lists of superfoods.
Yeah,
foods that everything about them is good. There's nothing bad about blueberries, and there's nothing bad about if you're a fan of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, you might be led to believe that blueberries are not always good.
Turn you into a blueberry.
But blueberries and spinach, things like that, chia seeds and whatever. But at or near the top of the list is always almonds. Very, very healthy food. And you know, in the times when I've been on a diet or I've just tried to watch what I eat or try to get healthy, I always read about it, and almonds are always right there. So I always have a cabinet full of almonds in my house. I have drawers full at the office. I have them here at the station. Almonds are everywhere, and I can't stand them. I've had enough of almonds. They're dry, and they coat them with everything they can think of to try to make them better.
All sorts of different flavored almonds, cinnamon and
jalapeno.
All that other
they
stuff.
put sweet. They put savory.
Wasabi almonds, I think I saw.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. No, I don't. I'm getting sick of them. They're not good. They're dry and they're annoying, and they destroy any medley that you put them into. You put them into a medley of dry fruit. Oh, and here's the almonds too.
You get a trail mix or something like that. The almonds are the ones that are stuck at the bottom for me. I'm leaving them until the end, but you know.
I like cashews. I like peanuts. I can handle, and I used to really hate walnuts. But almonds have definitely taken their place. So, anyway. You know what? You and I were talking about something before the show, and I would like to talk about the topic that you had. Can I?
You can. Go ahead.
Do I have control here for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. This is for you big show off.
All right.
Well, it's a big show. It's a big bad show tonight.
It's a big bad show.
You're the big bad show. Yeesh.
I love it.
I imagine if you sang the song, it would be deeper there.
Possibly.
What genre is that you're listening to?
What, this right here?
Yeah.
That's a blues jam.
That's
blues right there. It's
like
blues riff.
Blues hardcore cross.
It's a blues riff, yeah. Heavy blues.
All right, cool. Can I, before I even get into what you wanted to say, I'm sorry to take away your time, but
no.
Have as much as you want. I want to remind people that this is a call-in show. We're here on Pocono 96.7, and please feel free to call into our show on the Headline Hotline. The phone number is 570-4 420-9670. We are going to be giving away a prize this show.
Giveaways.
Yeah, I like giveaways because not only does it get people to call in and tell us what they're thinking, but it shows them that we got stuff.
Yeah, we're legit.
We got swag. We're
legit.
Swag
this is no
and
joke.
bling, and we're giving stuff away.
Yeah,
and
you can walk away with something nice. You got to give us a call, though.
That's
Don't
right.
be shy.
Well, we're going to be giving to our favorite caller of the show, as determined by the judges, the entire panel.
That's right. And there's a whole bunch of them, believe me.
They're all over here, but half of them are tied up in the back right now. Literally. But we have tickets to the Sweet Corn and Barbecue Fest.
Ooh, Barbecue Fest?
At Shawnee Mountain next weekend, which is the 13th and 14th. Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 5 both days. It's going to be barbecue up the yin-yang. They actually have one of the roads there. It's called the yin-yang.
The yin-yang.
And you walk up and down the yin-yang, and there's going to be barbecue everywhere. Apparently, they're going to have sweet, spicy, dry rub, smoked, or smothered.
Oh, wow.
Barbecue. They're also going to have sweet corn from all over the place. I guess the tri-state area,
Corn's
the Pocono
awesome.
area. Yeah, all kinds of corn places. They're going to have country and western themed line dancing.
All right, I'm out. I'm out of that.
You know,
I know there's a lot of people out here that dig that, though.
just saying the words makes me nervous.
Yeah.
But they have cowboy juggling. Now, now I'm going to show up just to say I don't know how many I don't know how many cowboys any one person can juggle, but I would assume that they're probably not juggling while they're doing the barbecue cooking. But
oh my god,
because these guys do not like when you juggle them while they're cooking. There'll be magic shows, petting zoo, trackless train rides.
Trackless train rides.
Usually that makes it in the news when the train leaves the track, and it's usually a problem. But I guess,
is it, like a tractor with a cardboard train over it?
I don't know. It says trackless train rides. I'm not arguing with it. Pony rides,
okay,
which I assume are on a track because they don't say trackless. Trick roping, and this is my favorite. They're going to have vertical gardening seminar.
Now, normally doesn't everything grow vertically?
It grows toward the sun, but it grows along a horizontal line.
Okay.
Right? And you have to bend over horizontally to plant a garden.
Yes.
But I guess in the seminar, they're going to talk about vertical gardening. So I guess gardening while you're standing up. But the seminar will be taking everybody laying down. It's going to be
bring a pillow.
A series of beds up and down the yin-yang.
Bring a pillow. Learn about some gardening.
I wish I could get the tickets because I would love to see it. I'm going to see who I can speak to about
somebody needs these tickets. Somebody needs to call.
Well, if you like sweet corn, you like barbecue, and you like watching somebody juggle cowboys,
call and amuse us.
Give us a call on the headline hotline. Tell us what you're thinking about. I don't know, whatever. We don't really care. 570-420-9670. Now, you were talking about something which is very timely.
Yeah, I walked by the TV today, and the Olympics were on. I saw something that I swear I don't think I've seen it before, and I don't think it's been in the Olympics before.
A lot of new sports.
Yeah, it just what the game was just baffled me that it's an Olympic sport. Okay. It was men's handball, and now I know handball growing up. You played it with that blue rubber ball against a wall.
It was kind of like a racquetball.
Okay, right, but you hit it with your hand.
Right.
Okay.
Because I remember watching people all along Coney Island play it when I was younger, and there was always old men without shirts on. Old hairy men without shirts, and it scared me, but they were huffing and puffing, and they were out there.
Yeah, man. That's a moving sport. But so this was men's handball.
But it's not that.
It was Germany versus whoever it was. Germany was there. It's soccer with your hands. Couldn't believe it.
So is it? So wait. Is the field like a soccer field?
Yeah, it's smaller though. The nets were smaller too, but still big enough. Where, it seemed too big for one guy.
So the ball's rolling along the ground and you smack it with your hand?
No. You pass it, but you're playing catch with your teammates. You're passing.
Can you dribble the ball?
You can dribble the ball like basketball.
Sounds like basketball to me.
I saw that. No, because it was a soccer net, with like a goalie, not like a basketball hoop.
So it's basketball with a goal instead of a net.
They weren't like constantly dribbling though. It was like either a bounce pass or like a one dribble, and then I throw it to my buddy or whatever, something like that. And then they're like ricocheting shots into the goal off the side, and like, but it just seemed weird to throw the ball around. It didn't seem hard. It just seemed like having catch with a bunch of guys, and then you're just throwing it at this one guy in front of the net. Like,
well, apparently it's played in enough countries to make it an international sport.
I mean, somebody's got to call and tell me, have they seen this? Do they know about it? What's going on? Because I was freaked out.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me when I go to the casino and I see, instead of having just the basic casino games, now they have they're making up games as they go, 3-card poker and pie-gow poker and war, whatever we can get to entice people to come to the casino. Yeah. And they have war, they have table games. So now they're trying, well, maybe if we have some hybrid between basketball and soccer, whatever, people will watch. Well, I don't know. Has worldwide viewing been down for Olympics over the past few years?
I don't know.
Because
I always feel like everyone tunes in for the Olympics. You know what I mean?
You would think so. And when I was a kid, it was a much bigger.
And I'm not that big of a sports follower. I've followed some teams here and there, but I have always watched Olympics.
Yeah, that's the thing. Olympics are watched by everybody because there's an added international pride, a little your country and the whole thing comes into play.
I'm just baffled by this handball. It was like a soccer, lacrosse, basketball mesh. It was weird. I
saw last night I was watching a preview of the Olympics that played a couple of weeks ago. I don't have TV, so I catch everything on reruns and on Hulu or whatever it's got over YouTube. And they were showing that on the beaches of Rio, there's a game. I don't know what it's actually called, but they forbid them to play soccer years ago on the beach in Rio.
Really?
They have 4 or 5 main beaches. I know one of them is the Ipanema Beach and one is Copacabana.
Right.
But they forbid them to play soccer on the beach. So what they did was they took their beach volleyball courts, and they invented a new game where it's volleyball played with the only thing you're not allowed to touch the ball with is your hands.
Okay.
It's a really interesting looking game. People are kicking it and kneeing it and chesting it and heading it across the...
So basically hacky sacking over a net.
I guess, with a volleyball, with a soccer ball. But I don't think that's actually an Olympic sport. It sounds like it may be if what you're saying is true about
this thing
in the next couple of years.
I've never seen this before, and I also just heard professional skateboarding just got in the Olympics now.
Now that brings up another idea.
Because that was the X Games. They started all that for those alternative sports, the bicycles and the...
Well, originally there were no Winter Games. Originally, it was just in Greece they had the Olympic Games, and even when they restarted them 120 years ago, they didn't have winter sports. They only had the summer sports, and it was still only pretty much the same sports that they had in the ancient Greek games. And there was definitely games of strength and endurance and prowess, and then they started adding these other things, and I don't know. And I've had this debate with a lot of people. Should there be a limit in what types of games they have? Like this year, they brought golf back. Men's and women's golf, which was allowed back in the 20s. It was a game back in the 20s in the Olympics. Things like skateboarding, or shooting. Okay,
right. Well, that was part of the what did they call that? The shooting was with. The skiing and
you're thinking of the biathlon. That's what the winter. No, there's actually shooting in the summer games.
Okay, it's
actually using they have it's like skeet shooting is what it is. But the thing is, of course, if you ask these people, are they athletes? Well, they'll say yes, I'm an athlete.
I agree with that too, though. I mean, especially with the skateboarding and stuff like that, like. It might seem like a recreational thing for kids, but, I mean, those dudes still, they're doing stuff other people can't. I mean, there's an athletic thing to it, I don't know. I feel like they're athletes.
A lot of people, and that question came up years ago with NASCAR when somebody said, do you define NASCAR as a sport? when the extent of your physical, is you're sitting in a car and you're driving fast.
Yeah.
And then somebody brought up an interesting point. They're enduring tremendous amounts of pressure.
They really are.
And heat.
Yep.
And
there's
the
some guys
stress
that are passed out when the race is over. They pass out in the car.
It's insane.
Yeah.
But does that make you an athlete? I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not saying yes or no.
I
don't. I'm not going to pick a side on that because I don't really care.
Yeah.
But no. But when it comes to Olympic sports, why don't they have car racing in Olympics?
Yeah.
We have bicycling in Olympics, and then they have
because it's physical, I guess. But just from what you said, if you want to talk about those physical points of stock car racing,
every country has car racing.
Yeah.
They should be.
But then, with the way things are getting too, then it's like, hey, man, throw chess tournaments in there.
And that's exactly why I'm bringing it up now. That's my question about the whole thing. Should chess, and that's a problem. I'm so glad you brought it up.
I think it should.
You do?
I do. I think it should because I don't know. I find that stuff fascinating.
Then you're just saying the Olympic Games would be an international competition of anything that you can compete.
Yeah. Because especially with chess, what country is it? The Russians are supposed to be phenomenal or
Always
something like
right.
that? Always have been. So it would be a great thing for chess to be an Olympic game. You know what I mean? Different countries going head to head. Is Russia going to take the gold every year?
Every country plays it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, what about eating competitions? Should there be a hot dog competition?
Right. Eating competitions is a different thing with me. I think it's gross. I can't deal.
You could think that skiing and shooting is. How many alpine snipers are into that?
Right.
But it may sound bizarre. But if you're where are you gonna draw the line? So you draw it outside. You include chess, but not how many oysters can you shuck and eat in 30 seconds?
Because that's I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why.
I think everybody has to draw the line where they want.
I'm drawing it.
But the IOC is where.
And the thing that's funny about eating contests with the Nathan's hot dog eating contest or something like that, they were talking about 20 years ago. I think it was 20 years ago, or maybe a little more. The record to beat was like 9.
9 out of 10. Now it's 70.
70.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Joey Chestnut on 70.
Get out, man! That's insane.
But you know what? That shows a certain amount of prowess and the ability to do that. So maybe that's an athlete.
Hey, man, we got somebody that wants to be like.
Oh, I hope it's Joey Chestnut. Oh, yes. Oh, God. Yeah. Welcome inside Dr. Herman's Head. Who's calling, please?
Hello, Dr. Herman's Head.
Who's calling?
You have no idea, do you?
You know what? I just figured it out. Is this my best buddy, Bob?
All right. Now, as far as chess,
okay,
as an Olympic sport, no.
Come on. Why?
No.
Well, Bob, quick question. Do you consider golf a sport or a game?
It's a game.
It's a game.
It should not be there.
Okay.
The Olympics was really meant for physical strength and agility.
Well, then you would probably get rid of a lot of things that have been in the Olympics for years.
Yes, I would. Now, we watched a girl this afternoon. She won a bronze medal for skeet shooting.
Okay.
That's not a sport.
Do you think NASCAR driving is?
No.
But they sell the guns in the sporting goods store.
Well, that's fine. I also watched another girl win a medal for shooting a BB gun.
Okay.
Okay.
But all right, the BB gun cost about $3,000-$4,000. You know.
Well, the cost of the gun doesn't really make it a sport or not a sport.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking it's a new day and age. Just games in general. That's what I'm talking about. Like, especially chess, since every country plays it, and Russia's supposed to be the best. I think it would be good to have those worldly competitions with chess.
But you have them already. Not in the Olympics, but you do have them.
So then how come it can't be a gold medal sport?
Wait. You have what? You mean you already have competition in those games?
Yes, you do.
Well, every Olympic sport has their own competitions outside the Olympics.
Right.
Yeah.
But
every year there's world championships in soccer and gymnastics and everything.
But you have to go back to the original Olympics.
So you're a purist.
There you go.
Okay, so it should be.
If that's the case too, then our Olympic basketball team should not be professional players. Then.
Well, wait. He's saying no. Bob is saying that he's a purist.
That's physical.
That shouldn't be in the Olympic Games. He's saying they should have wrestling and and I don't know what was there besides wrestling, gymnastics.
Javelin throwing.
Well, that's becoming up.
Running away from a tiger.
There you go.
Okay. and
gladiators.
And it would have to be done in the nude.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, loincloth.
Purist. No, no loincloths. These guys are naked.
Hey, it depends on the person.
You know, I think that at one point, Bob, I think maybe you might remember, wasn't bowling for a short period of time in the Olympics?
Yeah,
I think it was, yeah.
And, you know, any sport where you're actually eating while you're playing.
Well.
Eating pizza, drinking a beer. And
there you go.
Strike.
Yeah, that's, if you're going to call that a sport.
Hey, whatever, man. Hey, how'd you score that 300? Oh, I drank a 6-pack and ate a pizza, and I was, you know.
And the hot dog eating, no. That doesn't go either.
Yeah, I don't agree with the eating.
Physical prowess.
There's training involved.
And I definitely don't want to see that in the nude.
No.
Wear extra clothes for that.
No one even wants to see anybody sneeze in the nude. You don't want to see anybody eat 70 hot dogs.
That's incredible. Bob, thanks so much for calling in.
All right.
Take care.
Have a good time.
You too, Bob.
So long.
All right. Well, you know what? There's a lot of purists out there who say it should just be what they keep adding things that it should be what the Olympic Games were. But you know what? You get no viewership. No. Nobody would dial in to see, just some Greco-Roman wrestling and a marathon.
No, if it went back to original style stuff, I mean, I don't know. He'd watch.
Look at this guy go! The guy in the Lion's Den would be fantastic.
I'd watch that.
I would definitely go for that. All right, let's take a break from that. I want to talk about Thai Orchid. My favorite sponsors with incredible Thai food down in Stroudsburg on the corner of Sarah Street and 9th Street. For all you people that are waiting on Route 80, because we just found out that 80 is closed for a tire fire at mile marker 305, right by my office, Herman Family Chiropractic Center. You're going to be sitting there for a long time, so I recommend you get off the road, go down to the corner of Sarah and 9th Street to Thai Orchid, and let Kanya cook for you, because the food is incredible. The people there are just wonderful. And it's just off the highway, right there in downtown.
It'll be the happiest traffic jam you're ever in.
And after sitting in the heat, a Thai tea.
Oh, man.
A Thai iced tea with a little cream in there or some lime. Fantastic. Their phone number is 570-421-1717. They're open every day for lunch and dinner, except for Mondays. They need, even Kanye needs a break. Because that wok is hot.
Yeah, how about it?
Hot stuff. So stop by Thai Orchid on the corner of Sarah Street and 9th Street. We're going to take a break for a few minutes and come back and talk maybe some more Olympics. We'll see.
Oh, the phone is ringing. Hello?
Yo, Gary.
Yeah, who is this?
Dr. Herman.
Who?
Dr. Herman, the one you come to know and love, Dr. Herman.
Oh! I love my Dr. Herman.
That's the one.
Hey, Dr. Herman.
Gary, I'm just sitting here, and I suddenly became inspired.
What?
I've never had a jingle.
You've never had a jingle?
I've never had a jingle, and some jingles are so cool. I always thought how cool it would be to have a jingle.
So Herman Family Chiropractic and Dr. Herman, I love my Dr. Herman, wants a jingle.
I was thinking that it would be an excellent time to do a contest.
What kind of a contest?
A jingle contest. They could sing it. They could put music behind it. Give me about a 10 or 15-second jingle that would work well at the end of our commercials.
What do they get if they are the winner of the jingle contest?
For a year, you won't pay for chiropractic care.
Wow. There you go, folks. Write a jingle based on I love my Dr. Herman, and you won't have to pay for chiropractic care for a year if you win.
How exciting is that?
Yeah. Call 424-LIFE. That's 424-LIFE. I love my Dr. Herman. Hey, wait, can I copyright that? Am I eligible? Ask about their $25 visits for life. Hey.
Hi.
Trivia at Wintergreen's Restaurant every Wednesday night starting at 6 o'clock.
Oh.
Doesn't cost you a dime. You get a chance to win some fabulous stuff. There's good food and drink there. And I'm your host. Couldn't ask for more.
Well, you could, but...
You wouldn't get it.
You're not going to get it. Trivia, you say?
I do.
What kind of questions?
You want one?
Yeah, I do. Give me a good one.
What do you get when you combine a donkey with a zebra?
I have no idea.
A zonkey.
That's not a real thing.
Wonder what they get when they combine a horse and a boar.
Okay, enough of that.
So stop out at Wintergreen, 6 o'clock, if you think you know the answer to that question, and you can win some fabulous prizes. With me, Gary in the Morning. You're listening to Inside Dr. Herman's Head every Sunday night starting at 7 o'clock, right here on Pocono 96.7. And now, back to the good doctor.
I don't like to talk too much over that song because I love it so much.
Oh,
it's a special place in our hearts.
It's a righteous jam.
It is. I read this last week. They had asked some nutritional. There was a nutritional consortium somewhere. I think out in the West, Las Vegas or somewhere. I didn't pay that much attention because I don't care.
Yeah, who cares?
But it was nutritionists, and somebody asked one of the geniuses from the media who always asks those really intelligent questions like, "How does it feel to win a gold medal?" And
Yeah.
he said to them, "If you had to pick a single thing that we as human beings eat, which is the most detrimental to our health, the one category, the one food which is the most dangerous, which is actually eaten as food,
right? Not
an additive necessarily, because
right.
But what food?" They agreed very quickly what it was,
and
you probably would guess.
I was going to say sugar.
Well, sugar, most people don't actually open their mouths and just dump a bunch of sugar in, okay? Yeah. And yes, sugar is the most dangerous thing by far for the human being, but I'm looking at that as an additive.
Right.
What one food category, one specific thing that we go out shopping for that we buy is the most detrimental to our health?
Soda.
By far.
Coke.
Well, Coke is the biggest selling soda in the world. And you know what? Until recently, I didn't realize just how far Coke is ahead of Pepsi. Leaps and bounds. Leaps and bounds.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. Thank you, Marissa. Are you sure? It's.
I'm positive.
See that? She knows her stuff. She's a nutritionist, I think. Yeah, just like McDonald's is way, way far ahead of Burger King, Coke is way, way ahead of Pepsi. But it's just there's.
I was just sorry. Maybe that's why they brought Crystal Pepsi back, trying to catch up a little bit.
I still am. I'm in total awe that they did that.
That's true, man. But hey, whatever. We don't need to talk about that stuff.
You know what? I saw a couple of months ago. I saw a guy. I think there were a couple of videos like this, but I saw a guy on YouTube drinking a 27-year-old unopened Crystal Pepsi.
Ooh, why? What?
Or maybe it was Pepsi Free. Did they have a Pepsi Free?
Pepsi Free, yeah.
So one of these things. I don't know what it was, but something tells me it was Crystal Pepsi. And, these people there's so many people that have these things shut away in their attics. Yeah. And he took it out and he opened up this bottle. Of course, there was no carbonation left in it at that point because they're not really air seal like I think they are. And he was eating something and washing it. He was eating some food that was in the attic also for 30 years and washing it down with Crystal Pepsi that was 30 years in the bottle. And it was like 10 seconds to get it down and then 5 minutes of just vomiting.
There's a guy, one of my favorite bands, Danzig, the old drummer that he collected cereal. Unopened boxes of cereal. Okay. And then as a treat to himself, once in a while, a couple months would go by, he'd be like, "That's it, I'm eating one of them." And it would be a 20, 30-year-old cereal, and he'd eat it. I don't know. It's got to be stale. It has to be.
Probably.
Because as we said, no Ziploc bags in cereal.
I know. And I've opened 1 or 2 boxes of cereal since you told me that. And I think about it every time. Why isn't there a Ziploc bag?
But the soda will kill you, man.
So it has absolutely no nutritional quality whatsoever. You get nothing good out of it except maybe a quench of your thirst.
Yeah, or a quick buzz from caffeine or something, or the sugar.
If that's what you're looking for. Yeah. But between the coloring, the sweetening, the carbonation, it's just bad all around.
And there's people out there that are addicts for it, like coffee. You know what I mean? Like I do know people I used to work with on job sites that they'll have a can of Coke instead of a coffee in the morning, and just keep it throughout the day. Keep drinking it.
I've known people that go through 3 and 4 6-packs a day.
Yeah.
They always have it in their hand.
Surprised you got teeth in your head.
Chain drinking. You know it's just terrible. But I think that they basically had said, excuse me, that if soda was removed from availability worldwide, not to speak about what happened to the Coca-Cola company, the other companies that produce it, but the health of the human being in general, or gene pool, would immediately go up exponentially.
But we would also have riots of addicted fiends.
Well, but that's the nature of human beings.
Who was it in New York that wanted to make the sizes of sodas smaller?
Oh, Bloomberg.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to make it smaller. He wanted to eliminate large sizes.
Yeah.
And tax the big sizes.
And people
which
freaked out.
Happened. Yeah. Which was totally stupid because you could just have two smaller ones.
You could. And I mean, there's two sides to that there too. It's like, you freaked out, oh, I don't want anybody telling me what to do. But at the same time, man, you don't need that gallon of soda. I mean, I don't know.
My take on it is nobody's business to tell you what to do.
No, it's not, yeah.
If you want to drink soda nonstop, you want to hook it up to an IV in your arm, that's fine, whatever you want to do. But you play, you pay, and you get what what's coming to you as a result of your actions. But we're so sick of things like this because of things like that, and I believe that if you could actually sit down and explain to every person in the world how terrible soda is, or this is, or that is, or whatever tends to be generally. But we do talk about global warming or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Human beings are so stupid that if you sat them down and specifically said, "This is so bad for you." And your family, and your kids, and your descendants,
especially
three-quarters or more wouldn't change their habits.
No, and not even that. Even people, especially if you came out that way and was like, "Listen, this is so bad for you. Do not do it." Half of the people are going to sit there and go, "I'm going to try that."
Well, because
you just told me
of
not to.
Because of the leftover stupid child head.
Right.
Do it if they say don't do it. And
oh, really?
Vice
Why
versa.
are they saying don't do this? I better try it so I know.
Well, it's interesting though. You don't have to tell people that if they eat rat poison, that they're going to die.
Right.
And that's. I mean, I've been in a crusade for many years about aspartame.
Oh yeah.
Equal the additive food additive, which is illegal in most countries in the world to be added to food, but in America
it's in everything
because they put a lot of money into it.
We have it in everything.
And you tell people it's basically rat poison when you eat it, and they go no problem, and they give it to their kids and diet sodas. Doesn't matter.
And I think that not only that, and the same thing. I don't know if you heard about because liquor. You hear about Fireball. It's a liquor that we have here.
I know
It's banned in other
cinnamon whiskey, or cinnamon. Yeah,
it's banned in other countries because in the ingredients in it are parts of antifreeze.
Oh, seriously? Okay.
But we can have it, but they banned it in other countries, and it's like, why? All right, I understand.
This is going to become a discussion which is going to go into politics and stuff.
Now, but is that the freedom of America to have this stuff that I want to drink antifreeze? If I'm going to drink it, I'm going to drink it. Or should we have it banned as well? You know what I mean?
Well, how much freedom do you want? I mean, who should tell you what to? I mean, the underlying sense that you get from the Constitution is you can do whatever you want here, as long as it doesn't hurt other people.
Well. Yeah. You
can even do things to hurt yourself, but you can't hurt other people. So, if we allow the government to approve these terrible things that are not food to put into our food, and even if we know about it, okay, then are you is that a freedom that is okay? So we allow our politicians with no retribution and with impunity to take money from companies that make non-food stuff,
right?
Dangerous poison non-food stuff, and we take their money and then allow them to put it into food, and then give it to our children. And we say, yes, we approved it because we got paid off.
Yeah.
But it's not a secret. But it's dangerous. So you shouldn't give it to your children. And people say, I'll do whatever I want to do.
I'll do what I want, yeah.
That becomes a discussion about, allowing people to do those kinds of things.
But it's crazy because, the aspartame, you're right. I mean, it's bad news.
It's a discussion for more than an hour show or even half an hour that we have. When we get our 2-hour show, we'll spend the whole show on aspartame and maybe make a difference. I don't know, but
sweet. That'll be a sweet show.
Oh, please. 10 times sweeter than sugar.
Oh, that one was good.
Anyway, just want to remind you that can you give us a call on the headline hotline? Tell us what you think about what we're talking about. 570-420-9670. We're giving away tickets to our favorite caller to the Sweet Corn and Barbecue Festival at Shawnee Mountain next week, August 13th and 14th. They're juggling cowboys and ponies. And
I got to look up this juggling cowboys.
They have a petting zoo and trick roping.
Okay.
Together.
Do you get to trick rope the pets?
That would be so. You know what? I'm there. I just want to go down and rope me some barbecue.
What's up?
Time. I'm just looking at the time, trying to decide if I want to do a break now, and I decided, nope, I'm not going to do a break now.
No, we don't have to do that when we have, we're talking about food. I just want to bring this up because I think it's hilarious.
Okay.
That they unleashed the first pizza ATM, they're calling it.
It's a vending machine.
It's a vending machine that vends pizza at Xavier University in Cincinnati, Ohio. As if pizza wasn't one of the most readily available things that you can get, especially at a college campus.
So now you can get it on the fly from a vending machine.
Yeah, just walk up and it spits out 12-inch pizzas. You tell it whatever you want, and it comes right out.
I think that was the last thing. That was the last thing we didn't have a vending machine for.
Hey, but you know what? We have calls.
We have a call.
Right.
Oh, somebody who's got a pizza from a vending machine.
Oh, that one's good. How about this one?
Hello, thank you for calling the head.
Hello.
It's your turn to talk.
Hello.
Hello, who's calling inside Dr. Herman's head?
Hey, Dr. Herman. This is Jeff from Barnesville.
Jeff from Barnesville.
Hey.
We love you, Jeff. How's it going, man?
All right.
What do you got for us?
Get back to the Olympics.
Talk, yes. What do you think
right.
about it?
Just for a second.
Sure.
Your friend near Bob.
Okay.
He had a very good point.
But Bob has a tendency to have good points.
It's all about physical agility and things like that. Chest is out of the question.
What about bowling? You see,
I know it used to be.
Just your hesitation is what the conversation is about. Well,
right.
Bowling, golf, NASCAR racing. There's a certain amount of physical, you're expending a certain amount of physical
the agility
energy
that you have, to throw a strike is very important.
Okay,
I used to be a big bowler. I do understand that.
You, whatever you do, you're big.
Yeah, I was a big bowler as well.
If you so bowling sport, yes.
Avid. I play.
Okay, but would you say it's a sport?
Of course.
Okay.
Oh, of course it is.
Okay, and golf?
Well, I don't care for golf.
Well, but do you think it's a sport?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and what about NASCAR racing?
Oh, that's definitely a sport.
Okay. So,
and my reasoning is, how many hours are you on that track, and you're using your arms and your feet?
No, you're right. Yeah.
Okay.
It's exhausting.
That
takes a lot of strength.
Yeah, and like we were saying, enduring the force and the heat and everything like that. And
exactly.
Staying alert through the whole thing. And
So, Jeff, here's a question. Are there any sports that you know about that are Olympic sports now, this year, today, that you think should not be? Shooting? Skeet shooting?
I don't think the shooting, no, because that's not physical.
right.
I mean, anybody can balance a board on a board.
Okay.
And get an accurate shot.
Well, they're bouncing on a board?
They set their guns, their rifles on a board.
That's target shooting, though, isn't it? That's not the skeets, right? I thought skeet shooting was, when they pull and they shoot the clay in the
shooting
air.
is totally different.
Yeah,
I did that for years.
Yeah, you got to move with it.
Okay, so that's the one that I think that they're doing.
I used to be able to shoot 3 at a time.
Really?
Yeah,
With a 2-barrel shotgun?
That's when I was practicing for duck hunting.
3 ducks at one time, especially if they're all lined up one behind the other.
No. When I'd practice ski shooting, they'd throw them in the air. I could hit 3 at a time.
You know what? I think they should do?
In different places, they'd shoot them, you know?
Jeff, are you familiar with the biathlon in the Winter Olympics?
What's that?
The biathlon. You know that one?
It's like the cross-country skiing and then the shooting.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I think they should have them shooting at the downhill skiers. So instead of skeet shooting, it's ski shooting. Ski shooting.
Oh man,
it's just an idea. I'm gonna submit it to the IOC and see what happens. Yeah. Hey Jeff, thanks so much for calling, man.
Hey, it was great talking to you.
Thanks,
Listen
Jeff.
to me.
Yes.
I listen to Gary Morton and Lisa, Al, Shannon every weekday.
Yep.
First thing in the morning, 6 o'clock. I'm out here in my shop. I have a wood shop.
Right.
I build furniture, and that's what's on the radio.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's awesome.
Well, we really appreciate
it. And I listen
to
you, buddy.
It means a lot to us, Jeff.
Too.
Thanks so much.
Hey, Jeff, hold for me, okay?
Cavella, God bless all of you.
That's great. Jeff, just hang on 1 second. I'll put you on hold, all right? Did you hang up on the other one? Okay. Those buttons, I don't know. They're on your side, not on my side.
Figure it out, but
all right. Well, thank you for calling, Jeff. I appreciate that. I definitely think that that we should maintain the beach volleyball as a sport. I just like the uniforms. I thought it was interesting. I think one extreme to the other. Beach volleyball. Yeah. They're basically in their underwear.
We do have another caller now.
Do we?
Well, yeah. Would you like it?
Yeah, bring it up. Welcome inside Dr. Herman's Head. Who's calling?
Hi, I love my Dr. Herman.
Thank you.
My name is Carol, and my good friend loves you, Elaine Bianchi.
Thank you, Carol.
Oh, I'm getting reverb. Okay, but
yeah, turn down the radio because we're on a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, so what do you want to talk about? Handball back in Brighton Beach? You want to talk about bad additives in the USA?
Whatever you think.
Did you play? Talk about the Olympics.
Did you play handball?
What's that?
Were you a handball player in Coney Island?
Actually, my late husband's uncle was a champion. He was Mo Orenstein, and he's in all kinds of record books for handball.
Really?
My brother was a handball player, class of '64 at Lincoln High School. We're about 12 years apart. But anyway, yeah, what do you want to talk about? My daughter studied abroad. You know, over in England and Europe, they don't allow certain makeup because of the goddamn additives.
Yeah, it's true. They have all kinds of
we allow it, right?
rules.
And it's our guardian right, our constitutional right to do whatever we want. But you know, can we really do that? I mean, if you want to do heroin, can you really go do? Can you buy the marijuana? Is it legal? I mean, you know, it's just like, and then chess. I don't know if chess should be in the Olympics. And who cares about the Olympics anymore, really? I mean, everybody,
a lot less people seem to be watching than they used to. I don't know.
They couldn't even sell tickets.
Like cable TV. Well, that's another thing. They're this whole new generation. It's just this whole, you know.
Well, I think
technology.
I don't think
watching TV. Even the cable companies are shitting their pants. I mean, that's why they're grabbing while they can.
Carol, we got to be really careful about our language, Carol.
What's that?
Got to watch your language. We're live on the radio.
Oh, okay. We're not on radio.
Okay, no.
I love Gary in the morning. He knows me.
Gotta be careful with that.
Yeah.
Well,
All
Carol,
right,
I don't think that shooting heroin is going to be an Olympic sport until 2032.
Well, you know, I mean, you know, you were talking about the Constitution, and we can do what we want. And I know people that had horrible headaches for years, and it was because of the Aspartame. And yeah, soda is really horrible. Have you walked down the aisles in the supermarket, see some of these families loading their carts up with soda? It's like, holy cannoli! Like, what are you feeding your family?
Yeah,
I thought you were going to say beef was one of the bad things to eat. But, you know.
Soda.
Beef? No.
Well, yeah, soda's like liquid sugar. I mean, it's just. But anyway, so you know. I'm from the old hood. Where are you from, Dr. Herman?
I'm from the same place you're from, Carol, it sounds like.
Oh, where'd you go? Did you go to Lincoln or Sheepshead? Or?
I actually moved out of Brooklyn when I was about 9 years old. I grew up in Jersey, but my dad went to Lincoln.
I'm here 26 years, so I you know.
Did you
I'm kind of a local, but you know the locals will never accept me. So.
Did you, Carol? Did you go to Lincoln High School?
My sister and brother did, but by the time I went, they made Coney Island Avenue the dividing line, so I had to go to Sheepshead. But Larry David went to Sheepshead. How about that?
That's right. That's right. And Jimmy Kimmel,
and Donna
too.
Pascal from Saturday Night Fever, and, you know.
Yep, I remember. Well, Carol, thanks so much for the call. If you hang on 1 second, Greg's going to get your information, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Have a great weekend. Hang on.
You too.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely the truth about the aspartame, and it's something that I've been on a bandwagon of years and years talking about aspartame, because so many people have been hurt by it, and I think that eventually the people will rise up and stop not allowing the FDA to approve these things, because it's we're feeding it to our children. It's one thing if you choose that you want to do something to your body like that knowingly, but to give it to a child who has no idea what they're eating. And you see people giving children diet sodas all the time and diet foods that are sweetened with aspartame and such, and they don't realize. And even after you tell them it's just a little bit, but you say to them, when you put a little bit of poison in your kid's food, well, it's okay. It didn't hurt me, so it won't hurt them. But in the long run, it's really, really dangerous. I don't know. Well, like I said, we're going to talk about aspartame for an entire show sometime soon. I would like to take one more quick break. Thank you very much for calling, Carol. Want to talk about Thai Orchid one more time. They do catering, which a lot of people don't realize. And having your affair or your function catered with Thai food is very exotic. It's very different. Some people wouldn't think about doing that, just like they don't think about cowboy juggling. But I would definitely.
I don't know who's thinking about that.
I would cater my function with Thai food before I would try to juggle any cowboys.
Yeah.
But give Thai Orchid a call, 570-421-1717. Speak to Nick, the manager, Kanya's husband, about catering your function. Thai food is just phenomenal. It's all kinds of different things going on there, and they have a very extensive menu. You'll love it. Just try it. Catering with Thai food, phenomenal. We're going to take one more quick break and come back and finish up.
All right.
Oh, the phone is ringing. Hello?
Yo, Gary.
Yeah, who is this?
Dr. Herman.
Who?
Dr. Herman, the one you come to know and love, Dr. Herman.
Oh! I love my Dr. Herman.
That's the one.
Hey, Dr. Herman.
Gary, I'm just sitting here, and I suddenly became inspired.
What?
I've never had a jingle.
You've never had a jingle?
I've never had a jingle, and some jingles are so cool. I always thought how cool it would be to have a jingle.
So Herman Family Chiropractic and Dr. Herman, I love my Dr. Herman, wants a jingle.
I was thinking that it would be an excellent time to do a contest.
What kind of a contest?
A jingle contest. They could sing it. They could put music behind it. Give me about a 10 or 15-second jingle that would work well at the end of our commercials.
What do they get if they are the winner of the jingle contest?
For a year, you won't pay for chiropractic care.
Wow. There you go, folks. Write a jingle based on I love my Dr. Herman, and you won't have to pay for chiropractic care for a year if you win.
How exciting is that?
Yeah. Call 424-LIFE. That's 424-LIFE. I love my Dr. Herman. Hey, wait, can I copyright that? Am I eligible? Ask about their $25 visits for life. You're listening to Inside Dr. Herman's Head every Sunday night starting at 7 o'clock right here on Pocono 96.7. And now, back to the good doctor.
And we're back again, and we got another call.
Ready?
Yeah, sure. Toss it through. Welcome inside Dr. Herman's Head. Who are you?
Hello. I could have sworn it sounded like they hung up right when I turned it on.
Just really? Try again.
No, they're
push a button.
Hello.
Inside Dr. Herman's Head.
Hello.
Just keep pushing buttons till a human being. Oh.
Yeah, I told you.
All right, let's try it again. We'll figure it out.
How about this?
Yeah. Thanks for calling Inside Dr. Herman's Head.
Hey, Dr. Herman again.
Who's this?
Jeff Hoyt.
Hey.
Jeff, welcome
Burnsville.
back. What's going on, Jeff? You, I think we lost you for a second.
You told me to hang on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
sorry about that.
All right, hang on here. Greg's going to get some information from you, but hang on, all right? Hang on.
Hey, did I win anything?
Yeah, maybe you did. I don't know. If you hang on, we're going to try it, all right?
How about a T-shirt? Anything.
A T-shirt? How about a pair of underwear?
How about that?
Hey, I could go for that.
Well, that's for Inside Dr. Herman's underwear. We're going to get to that another day. Hang on, Jeff.
You want my size?
Hang on one second,
hang on. Do you want my size? I don't know what size you are, Jeff. Oh, man, well, that was a great show. I really enjoyed it today. I want to just talk really quick about something that happened to me the other day. I
don't know what it is about Jeff, but he's gone again.
Jeff, he doesn't like to hold on. That's all right.
Yeah. We'll get him something eventually.
Now I lost my train of thought, but that's all right. I don't care.
Oh, no.
You know why? Because I'm sitting here, I'm looking at this sweet corn and barbecue fest. And, now that I'm trying to cut my carbs down, I'm thinking that really the sweet corn wouldn't be a thing for me, but I could go for 7 or 8 different kinds of barbecue.
Sweet corn's awesome, though. Yeah, so is the barbecue, too. When is this? We're going.
Next weekend up at Shawnee Mountain.
Here we go.
Well,
hold on. Just you talk about that.
All right, you see what you can do with that. So anyway, I wanted to thank everybody for calling in. This is Inside Dr. Herman's Head. It's a call-in show. Again, the headline hotline is 570-420-9670. And we're here every Sunday night from 7 to 8. We're broadcasting on Pocono 96.7 up here in the Poconos, beautiful Strasburg, Pennsylvania. And for those of you who tend to come up and visit us here in the Poconos each weekend and you're stuck on Route 80 waiting to get back each weekend, it's a fun place to visit, and give us a call. We're here, like I said, every Sunday night, 7 o'clock.
Please, always give us a call.
Any other thoughts, last thoughts about anything?
Last thoughts?
Yeah, we got a couple of quick minutes.
Nah.
We got on late, so you always have something at the movies that makes you happy.
Yeah, that doesn't make me happy. I'm just upset with Batman. They keep ruining these characters and everything. I was never a Batman fan. I heard Suicide Squad sucked. I'm not surprised.
There's something $150 million.
Yeah, well, that's because everybody's so excited about it. That's into that stuff.
Well, you know what? The amount of money that a movie makes on its opening weekend says nothing whatsoever about its quality anymore.
Right, exactly. It doesn't. But yeah, I heard that movie's terrible, and just Batman in general, I don't get it. This is going to be for next week. I want to know from people because I don't get it. All right, Batman's not a superhero. He's basically he's not a no, but he's not though. Listen to me real quick. He's just a rich guy that knows how to fight really good, and he dresses up like a bat. He's got mental problems. We know this. He's got mental problems. He watched his parents get murdered, all that stuff. But he's basically James Bond that likes to dress up like a bat.
But you see, you're a wrestling fan, so I would think that rich guys that dress up and know how to fight, you think you'd love the guy because he's actually a wrestler.
No, he's not a superhero. I don't get it. Now he's a vigilante, okay? But look at the Punisher. The Punisher doesn't dress up. He just whips out a machine gun and shoots everybody and does his thing in vengeance of his family, and that's it. That's basically what Batman's doing. His parents were killed. He was like, I'm going to take crime off the streets, but I'm going to dress up like a bat. Like, all right, I understand his biggest fear is bats, so he figured I'm going to put the fear into the criminals by dressing up like a bat. No, you're a mental case.
Is his goal to kill the adversary?
Batman never kills.
He never kills.
He subdues and you get arrested.
So the Punisher is just I've never heard of the Punisher before.
Oh,
he's just,
what?
So I don't
There's like 5 movies. There's like 5, No, but I'm just saying, but that's a real vigilante. The guy don't dress up. The guy just goes out, does his thing. The whole dressing up like a bat and you're not a superhero. Now, I can understand, okay, Spider-Man wanted to dress up like a spider because the guy got spider abilities because he was bit by a radioactive spider.
But Batman's got all kinds of cool stuff on his belt.
Yeah,
and
he's got it. Yeah, where'd you get your wonderful toys? I know.
But he invents them himself, doesn't he?
No, he's got a guy.
No.
Yes.
Batman's got a guy?
Yeah, man.
Not Alfred.
Morgan Freeman. In the newer movies.
But that was contrived for the movie.
No,
originally,
if you want to go
Adam West made his own stuff.
If you want to go way back to the Holy Ravioli Batman days, maybe. But
that's the Batman that I know and love. The only Batman I liked after that was George Clooney. And,
Batman. Oh, really? You like that one? Oh, man. Yeah. Well, at least you didn't like the Val Kilmer
one.
No,
I'm sorry.
Right.
No, not George. No, Michael Keaton.
All right, okay.
Michael Keaton was a great Batman.
Because George Clooney, this is another thing, too. I believe it was Clooney. Yeah. Was the only Batman with nipples.
Really?
Rubber nipples on the suit.
It's stylized.
Joel Schumacher, man. Joel Schumacher. He directed that, so.
Clooney probably. I can see Clooney saying, "I'm not going to do it unless there's nipples on the outfit." That's really funny.
Yeah, that's my stuff. But yeah, next week, if somebody wants to call in and tell me why Batman's so great and can prove me wrong, go ahead. But he's not a superhero. I'll tell you right now.
I'm such a superficial superhero. fan. I just really this is skirt the whole thing. So I always liked Batman. I thought it was cool.
I would like him if
although I have to give you, in any Batman versus Superman scenario, I got to go with Superman because...
See, I don't like Superman either. I've never liked him.
You know what? You're really pissing me off.
DC Comics I never liked, man. I mean, Superman, I can't deal with the
he flies.
The
He has
superheroes that wear underoos. I can't deal with, man. The guy just wears red and blue underwear and I can't do it.
Christopher Reeve just did it for me. I was like, that's Superman.
Well, I got to say though, I mean, when it comes down to those movies, Superman 2 is the jam. Kneel before Zod.
That was great. That was great.
The best.
Which one was the? Don't worry, I got you. You got me. Who's got you? Was that the first one? Margot Kidder's falls in the sky.
You know what?
I got
it. I have it on Laserdisc. I might have to whip that out and watch it.
I know you do. Superman's just Superman. You know what? He made the Earth spin the other way. We're back. Back in Texas. Next time.
I like this jam. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. Well, hey, thanks again for joining us here on Inside Dr. Herman's Head. It's Sunday night, 7 o'clock. We're going to be back next week, and we would love you to join us. Give us a call on the Headline Hotline. I want to thank Jeff and Bob and Carol for calling us tonight. They're fantastic calls. Call back again next week. We're always here to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Tonight, Carol called and spoke about everything.
Everything. She pinpointed every single thing that we spoke about.
And she touched on 3 topics we're not going to talk about for another 2 weeks. So that's how insightful Carol is.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So, Carol, hey, listen, have a good time at the Sweet Corner Barbecue Festival next week. We have a couple of tickets we're going to get to you. And, again, give us a call sometime soon. We'll talk about Brooklyn and all the good things there. Pocono 96.7, we are the only spin-off of the Gary in the Morning Show.
This is true.
To date, and happy to be. Catch Gary and Elisa every morning during the week. 5:30 in the morning on Pocono 96.7. And I think I'm going to grab a taxi.
I think that's it.
And head out of here. Biggshow.
All right.
Thanks so much, my man.
Thank you.
And like everybody else, take a deep breath, count to 10. It's all going to be fine.
All right. Peace out.